Okay, quick thing here, quick thing. I've done a lot of reading in my life, but not, some people have read books their whole lives. I would go for a year or two and just read a ton, and then 3 or 4 years and not read anything. Used to be real big into nonfiction, historical accounts, autobiographies. Got out of that, got more into the internet or making videos and that kind of stuff. Then started getting into fiction. My dad reads a lot of fiction. So we had all these books available, and so I started reading a lot of that stuff. And then I got out of it, and I haven't been reading for a long time. And I'll point something out. You might want to consider this. Make it a point to read a nonfiction, make it a point to read a fictional book, a fictional story. These on a regular basis, have something you're reading. There's something you get out of a fiction book that you don't get elsewhere. And that is the exercise of taking words off the page. You're reading these words, and you're having to apply the audio, the video, the visual, the concept, the picture of it in your mind. You have to create the scene in your mind that you're reading. These two people speaking, their dialogue. The guy explains the sound of something. You know, most books are 350, 450 pages, but the stories really aren't that long. So they put a lot of stuff in between, and they usually go about whether it's the weather and the environment, and that's fine. But they have to build a picture with these words, and that picture is built in your mind. When you can read a book online and get the same effect, but typically when we see stuff online, the audio is provided, the visual is provided, it's a moving picture, it's a video. You can see it all. You're just taking in what is there. There's very little creativity going on in here. You're not building anything. And I can honestly say that through the years of not reading, I'm losing that ability in here. It's not been exercised. Okay, so to see something is one thing. To watch television, it's all given to you. It's all given. There's no work for it. You sit there soaking it up. You read a book, you have to build the mental picture of what you're reading in your brain. Okay, it's a creative exercise. And I really think I know I'm losing it. Okay, so I'm going to start reading again, and I've got tons of books. Because I need to work. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. Let me just put it that way. The ability to create that mental picture. Then it helps you in other areas where you might have to think about something. Hey, how am I going to fix that thing or that part or that fence thing I got to do? Or what about this situation over here? You're talking to yourself now, building a mental picture, an idea in your brain, in your mind. Okay, it's an exercise you do not want to neglect. Let me put it that way, because I've seen the difference of it. It takes me longer to put stuff together. Because I just don't, I do so much on I watch YouTube videos, a lot of interviews. I listen to a lot of podcasts and all that kind of stuff. But I can see a difference. I'm not thinking as sharp. I used to be reading a lot. And that's not a problem you want to have. So if you take my advice, pick up a book, fiction, whatever topic. It could be any genre, Western, love romance if you're that warped, but sci-fi, whatever. Get those creative juices flowing. Build those pictures in your mind. Because if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Love you. God bless.